Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing fantastic myself because we have the holy grail of JTech Salt here. Now, I saw he put out a community post saying, oh wait, Sony's putting all these exclusives on PC, we need to do an emergency stream. So, I knew I had to tune in for this emergency stream. And my god, am I glad I did. Now, big shout out to Silent Knight 234 for grabbing all the clips I needed for this video. In total, we have about 36 clips. Now, obviously, I record my intros before I do the actual video, so I don't know if we're going to look at all 36 clips, but I'm definitely going to take a look, and if they're salty enough, I will definitely put them in. So, yeah, huge shout out to him for getting me all the clips of the live stream. And since this video is already probably going to be pretty long, let's just go ahead and get right into it.
They putting 7 games on PC in a single year, and you only got 4 games. If you want to deny the remake that they already confirmed for PC, then we only got 3 games. Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo, which a lot of PlayStation fans, hardcore ones, didn't pick up, and we can't count God of War, so we only got really 2 new games. If we're not including a remake. So we only got 2 games. So maybe I need to change the title to 2 to 7. It's true though. Gran Turismo 7 is a new game. Horizon Forbidden West is a new game.
Alright, first clip of 36, and we are off to a very strong start. I love how he says it in like a way that makes it sound like, oh, they're putting it exclusively on PC, like they're forgetting all about the PlayStation. No, dude, all these games that they're putting on PC were on PlayStation for at least several months before they came to PC. They're putting more first-party games on PC this year than they're putting on PlayStation, because guess what? The games that are coming out on PlayStation this year are new. The games that are coming out on PC that were PlayStation exclusive previously are not new. They are at least 5 months old and at most like 2 years old. So what exactly is the problem here?
That happened now. I said when they run out of old games, they're going to have to go day and date. If they're putting all the games over there in a single year, they're not going to have any more old games to put over there next year. Like, you have to understand that. Some part of your brain needs to understand that when you run out of shit, you're gonna have to take from somewhere else. If a grocery store runs out of the food that you want, you're gonna go to another grocery store. If Sony runs out of old games, they're gonna turn around and give out the new games.
Okay, and what exactly is the problem with that? Why is it a bad thing that more people are going to be able to play the PlayStation games day and date? I just hate this mentality so much. Why is it a bad thing? I genuinely don't get it. If you were a true fan of these games, then you would want more people to be able to play them so they could experience them as well. I genuinely do not understand what the problem is with other people being able to play video games day and date. But let's keep going here. This is only clip 2 out of 36. And honestly, guys, you might want to consult your local doctor out of this to see what your sodium levels are. Because trust me when I say this is only the tip of the iceberg.
Who was it? Oh, it was Never's here. JTech, how does it feel to shill for PlayStation for 11 years and not even gain 11 subscribers and not a single thank you from Sony?
Did he got to gain 11 subscribers?
Being a gamer and showing the community how much you love video games and how much you appreciate how they, give you stories that'll stay with you is not shilling for the company. If I'm not mistaken, I talk about PlayStation here. I don't talk about Sony.
So let me get this straight. You're not a shill because you don't support Sony, you support PlayStation? What the hell is even going on right now? Also, I love how he says, oh yeah, I'm a gamer, I love video games, and I'm showing that to people. Dude, if you love these games, you would want more people to be able to play them. You don't love the games, you love the plastic box that they're on.
Shilling for, but whoever got you doing what you're doing, Nebba, you should feel embarrassed. You talking about Sony doesn't acknowledge me, bro. I never asked for acknowledgement. That's not why I'm here. I'm here to help the gaming community. I've always been here for the community first.
Dude, I don't think I've ever heard a bigger lie in my entire life. Did this man just say he's here for the gaming community? Dude, if you were all about the community and you were here for the whole gaming community, then why are you advocating against games being accessible to other people? If you were for the gaming community, then you would want as many people to be able to play these games as possible, but you don't. Instead, you have like, what, this 5-hour stream where you have a mental breakdown over the fact that Sony's bringing Sackboy to the PC. Get the hell out of here with that. You're here for the gaming community. Okay, sure, bud.
But I guess he didn't want to listen.
He didn't want to understand. Research the facts. Horizon Forbidden West sold like shit compared to Elden Ring. That's not true. That's not true.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said that because in the beginning, Elden Ring was selling good, but he didn't keep track of the facts. See, this is how you know people like that don't look at the news every day. Horizon Forbidden West is always on the top sellers. Always. Elden Ring, yeah, in the United States, but not in the UK, not in other territories.
It dropped off recently.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it's cool. Do your research. Google is free.
Oh my god, JTech, you're saying, oh yeah, do your research, Google is free. I just typed in, did Horizon Forbidden West sell better than Elden Ring? Anyone else can do this, by the way. The very first result is the game sold 2.5 times more than Horizon Forbidden West. Elden Ring sold more than double Forbidden West, and you're trying to say that Forbidden West sold better. This man isn't huffing the copium, he's not taking like an IV of it, he's getting it pumped directly into his brain. A 5-second Google search could have proved you wrong. Very wrong, mind you, but yeah, sure, bud. Whatever you need to say to cope harder.
We had just covered this on our channel, didn't we, Truity? We covered this on Tuesday. They posted this yesterday. Obviously, I told you a lot of these gaming websites get their news from people like me, King Thrash, Sick Humor, Jabari. They get their news from the gaming community.
Alright, that's it. I'm done. You know what? We're not getting through the rest of the clips. Just give me a second, guys. Hold on. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. Did this man just say that gaming news outlets like IGN and GameSpot get their news from him? A random PlayStation fanboy who's had a dead channel for like 5 years now. What kind of weed is this guy smoking to think that you have enough relevance and popularity to the point where big gaming organizations get their news from you? That has to be one of the most egotistical things I've heard since we covered the quantum drama.
Not where I think most of y'all thought they would be. Releasing 7 games a year on PC. And only 4 games on PlayStation with 1 remake. Well, to be honest, right now, before God of War comes out, we have 2 games, 1 remake from Sony First Party Studios.
Again, he words this so poorly just to make Sony seem like bad guys in this situation. He's acting like, oh, they're giving all of their first-party exclusives to PC and they're putting nothing on PlayStation. Dude, the reason more first-party games are coming to PC this year is because they were already on PlayStation and now they are getting ported over to PC. Making a port of a game is much easier than building a game from the ground up. That is why so many more first-party games are coming to PC this year, and like I said earlier, every single first-party game that is coming to PC has been on PlayStation for 5 months to 2 years. But of course, he's not going to mention that.
Yeah, Sony definitely going third-party. I don't want them to. I don't like it. I'm against it. But what has that done for me so far when so many people in the PlayStation community said, nah, let them do it. They gotta make money and it's gonna give us more games. But how long does that take?
The same amount of time that it would if they weren't putting the games on PC. Because guess what, JTech? Sony buys out other studios that port games to PC for them. Do you think Insomniac ported Spider-Man to PC? No, they didn't. Nix's ported Spider-Man to PC. This whole time, Insomniac's probably been working on Spider-Man 2. It's not like when they make a PC port that gets in the way of the PlayStation version. And on top of that, when they do release the PC port, guess what? They make more money, which leads to bigger and better games. There is no way this could be twisted into being a bad thing, and yet you still somehow did it.
But hold on. Aren't they making movies? Aren't they start having a service?
Again,
thought
I know they're doing all this, Truity.
there's
but
better ways to make money than actually
I
screw over
agree,
the whole
and
fan base.
I know that. I know as a fan, I know, but they don't. You see what I'm saying? We know this, but they don't listen to us. You see what I'm saying, Truity? We know this. I know this. But they're saying, no, that's not enough. The money I make off of Spider-Man the movie, not enough. The money I'm making off exclusives on PlayStation, not enough.
I think my brain cells just got Thanos snapped away when I heard him say that. Did this man actually just say that he knows more ways and better ways to earn money than Sony themselves? I don't want to get up and walk away again, but I think I'm going to have to at this point. My dude, if you were so smart and you knew all these great ways, why don't you go take Jim Ryan's spot? I'm sure they would love to have you. I actually cannot believe that this random dude who's a fanboy on the internet just said that he knows more about how to make money than Sony themselves. And also, dude, if they could make more money other ways, then how come they keep porting their games to PC? Riddle me that one, Batman. I'm sorry.
People love Bloodborne, but how many people even fucking played the game? And it's been on Plus and PlayStation now and some more shit. It's been on sale multiple times for $5, $10, $15, and $20. Just cause you are universally known does not mean you're universally supported. And this is something they're finding out the hard way.
Want to know why barely anybody was buying Bloodborne, even if it was on like PS Plus and all that stuff? Because the game ran like crap on the PlayStation 4. Didn't it run at like 20 FPS or something like that? Look, here's the thing. I love Elden Ring, but if I had to play that game at like 540p 20 FPS or something, I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. Though, you know, if it got a PC port and it could actually run half decent, then maybe more people would buy it and play it.
You can see how they're moving that they don't even know. They don't even believe that shit. They put one game a year on PC. Days Gone in 2021, Horizon Zero Dawn in 2020. It did absolutely nothing. It took 2 years for Horizon Zero Dawn to sell 2 million. Days Gone has been on PC for over a year and a half and it's only sold 800,000. It took God of War 4 months to sell 900,000 copies. They obviously don't have the market on PC that they claim to have or they thought they have, but they're finding it out the hard way.
Once again, JayTech is straight up lying, and once again, if he did a quick Google search, he could figure that out. Looking at this right here, Horizon Zero Dawn sold 2.5 million copies in a year and a half. God of War sold 1 million copies in less than 3 months, and Days Gone sold over 800,000 units, almost 900,000 units, within 10 months of launching on PC. Once again, he's just lying to make his argument look better. I can't really say I'm surprised.
Multiverses. I've done crossplay with people on PC, and they have no shame when it comes to cheating. Jabari and Persona has done the work for the community on Call of Duty, showing how many people are cheating.
Yeah, people cheat on PC. It sucks, but it's the way it is. And just because a few people want to cheat and ruin the game for everyone else does not mean the entire PC community does so. And anyway, what does this have to do with like single player games like Horizon Forbidden West and God of War? If people want to mod or cheat in those games, like, who is it hurting? They're single-player games. What, is the AI going to get upset about it? And by the way, if someone's cheating in a game, then yeah, it sucks that they're doing it, but at the same time, the company really should invest in a better anti-cheat. I'm just going to say it.
They're like a torn, and they're like, should I buy this game for this one? Should I buy this system for this one game? Don't expect that many PC stragglers. I can't tell you how many PC stragglers during the PS4 generation I saw come over to PlayStation and become real PlayStation gamers because of one game.
If you can name one person who played on PC and then got a PlayStation for the exclusives and then transitioned to being only on PS4, I will literally drink water. Name one person and show the proof of it. And also, what the hell does it mean to be a real PlayStation gamer? At least in your eyes, because something tells me in your eyes it means, oh yeah, they don't want exclusives to go to PC because they're that pathetic. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But I don't expect at least the PC community to be stragglers to buy a PlayStation console, because they've been given a very healthy promise by PlayStation that we're going to support you and we're going to give you a lot of our games. They don't have to buy a PlayStation. They know that they're going to get these games. You are losing out on hardware purchased by that individual because of one game.
Okay, so there's a couple things to unpack here. Number one, why is it a bad thing that PC players aren't forced to spend a few $100s on a piece of plastic that they don't want or need just to play one game? How is that a good thing? Second of all, Sony loses money on every purchase of a PS5. Well, maybe not anymore, because, you know, they're raising it in some countries, and they're making it cheaper to manufacture. But anyway, that's not the point. As of now, they're losing money on every sale of a PlayStation. So, at this point, I don't really think they care where people buy the games, as long as they're getting the money from the games. And this is the problem. PlayStation fanboys always assume that Sony only wants to sell hardware, and that's it. If that's the case, why are they putting their games on PC? On top of that, Sony has realized by now that if people haven't bought a PS4 or a PS5 to play the exclusives by now, they're probably not going to. So even if they did want to sell more hardware, they know that a lot of people on PC, you know, they drop a lot of money on their PC and then they don't want to play on any other platform. Like me, the only platform I play on besides PC is the Switch. So if Sony knows that PC gamers are not going to buy their hardware no matter what game they put out on it, the only way they can sell games to the PC gamers is by, you know, putting the games on PC.
Like, it's hard for Sony to sell the dream that they sold us to PC fans. They're so convinced that PC fans are gonna like the high quality games, but they don't like it enough to buy it. It's a big difference saying, oh man, those graphics look good, I can't wait to play this, and you know?
Okay, my brain cells actually just jumped off a cliff right there. Did this man just say that PC gamers don't like the games enough to buy them? So I guess those millions of sales on all the Sony PC games just don't actually exist then, huh? I guess Sony's just wasting their money putting these games on PC, and that's why, you know, they keep doing it, and that's why the games keep selling insanely well. Like, dude, I get it's a live stream and it's harder to plan out what you're gonna say, but Jesus Christ.
Hey, it's a reason why we don't have developers on this fucking podcast, because I would light into them. Respectfully. No, I would.
You
I
want to
was
get
like,
us?
okay, you putting your game on PC. No, I will be very respectful. Okay, you're putting your game on PC. It's making you extra money and bonuses. But is it enough money to give us more games than you're giving them currently?
Nah, hear me out. I think it's enough money for them to give both PlayStation fans the games and PC fans the games. You know, I'm not taking any economics classes, even though my dad really wants me to. But yeah, I'm not taking an economics class. I'm not taking a business class. But something tells me that if a company makes more money, then, you know, they can probably make something available to more people. Or at the very least, it's not going to affect their ability to give it to people.
I'm just letting y'all know it's all right to say that you were wrong about certain aspects of what you thought was going to happen. But now it's your time to say publicly, I don't like the way you're moving. You don't have to be rude or disrespectful, but you can say, I was wrong. And Sony, I'm not liking what you're doing. This is not what I signed up for.
Yeah, JTech, let me tell you a little something, bud. A couple of PlayStation fanboys making some angry tweets and YouTube videos about more people being able to play video games. That's not really going to affect Sony's decision making at all if they're making millions, like hundreds of millions of dollars off of the PC ports of games. Also, what did PlayStation players sign up for when they bought a PlayStation? They just want to be able to play games on it. I'm pretty sure that's it. There's no contract in, like, the PlayStation $105 when you say it, saying like, oh yeah, we solemnly swear we will keep all first-party games exclusive until the end of time. Like, no, that's not how it works, dude. They never signed a contract saying, oh yeah, these games have to be exclusive. They can go to other platforms if they want to. And even if you did buy a PlayStation for the exclusives, guess what? Even if it goes to another platform, you can still play those games on your PlayStation. They're not being taken away from you.
Or near Thanksgiving. So we got the month of October and 3 weeks of November, and then it's over. That's not a lot of time.
I'd be a dry year next year. I mean, besides
That's what I
factions,
was
what can you
thinking.
guys think of? Yeah.
We got those games that they said was coming over, like Project Eve and shit. That's gonna be good, but that's not gonna hold us for a long time. You know?
Oh, I didn't even think that was next year. All right.
Yeah, that's the next
not
year
too
game.
bad.
So it's like, we're looking at all of this, but they're not giving us a lot.
Yeah, dude, Sony is not a machine. They cannot just constantly pump out brand new games once a month. If they could, I'm sure they would. You know, human beings work on those games. Human beings, you know, who crumble under pressure, who need time to perfect what they're working on, who have things going on outside of work. And you're just sitting here like an entitled brat crying, oh, Sony, you're not giving us enough games. Like, dude, there are third-party games on the PlayStation. You realize this, right? Oh, sorry, my bad. I forgot that in one of your previous videos, you said you skip third-party games because they're too boring to you. My dude, if the only games you're interested in are exclusive games, I think that's a you problem and not a Sony problem.
Again, I mean, you're doing all these PC ports. You want to put games on port games. Why not Sunset Overdrive? This is giving me all the proof to say y'all are stupid. You could port all these old games, but you ain't gonna port the old game on PC to PlayStation that you now own? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'll take that. I'll take a Resistance reboot, whatever. Give me something.
There you go.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. I thought PlayStation fanboys like you were always saying, oh, Xbox has no games, your exclusives suck. But now all of a sudden you want Xbox exclusives ported to PlayStation? What the hell's going on here, man? I'm detecting a little bit of hypocrisy here. In fact, you know, guys, I have my very epic hypocrisy detector right here. Let's pull it out. Oh my god, I haven't seen readings like this since we covered Quantum TV. Holy crap, this is incredible. We could harvest this much hypocrisy for energy like they do in Monsters Inc. with the screams. You know what, JTech, I give you a lot of crap, but you just solved global warming, I think. So, you know what, congratulations on that. Keep being you, bud.
Use the God of War PC port skin instead of the Fortnite God of War skin.
I was just gonna ask you, why does this shit look like a mannequin or something?
Like, they used the Fortnite skin, and I'm wondering, like, why use the Fortnite skin?
This looks terrible. He looks like a fucking dummy.
What's funny is that IGN is up here posting gameplay of using the mod. Sony doesn't support mods, obviously, because they haven't made any statement regarding the mods. But just wait until The Last of Us goes to PC. Oh, y'all think y'all saw mods now?
Now, I have no idea how modding works, and I'm not gonna pretend to, but what I do know is it's ridiculous to expect, you know, a high-quality render equivalent to, you know, what a AAA studio makes with a budget of tens of millions of dollars from some random dude on the internet who's making a free mod probably just in his spare time. Honestly, they just sound mad jealous that they can't mod Kratos into Spider-Man.
That's a.
They didn't change it to where, like, it says Kratos, it still says Spider-Man when you read the subtitles.
Hey,
Might as well do it right if you're gonna mod it like that.
That's what I was saying, bro. Do that shit right.
Do you really expect some unpaid random dude on the internet to go through the game and replace every single time Peter Parker is talking with Kratos? This is such a nitpick to try to make mods look not as good as they actually are. Like, who cares if it says Spider-Man instead of Kratos? It's still a Spider-Man game at the end of the day. It's just, you know, they put the Kratos asset on top of it. The amount of nitpicking is insane.
Are you serious? They got Simpsons as the cam.
Hey, they do what they gotta do to survive, Truity. This is what they want to do. Well, I'm hoping they announce and put Returnal on PC this year so they can get as many PC ports out the way. Because like Sam said, I'm curious to see what they do next year.
Well, luckily for you, JTech, just today, Returnal for PC got leaked, so don't worry about that, bud. I'm sure it'll get announced very soon. But on top of that, I love the amount of coping that's going on as they're watching this Simpsons Spider-Man mod. You could tell they're really, liking it, but they don't want to say anything good about it, but, they like it so much they can't even say anything bad about it either. Like, Jesus Christ, guys, just say it's a good mod. Is it gonna, kill you or something?
After they do Demon Souls, Returnal, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, again, they about to run out of games, but man, they thirsty for that money on PC, bro. Somebody told them to do it. Go ahead and just put everything over there, bro.
Yeah, his name is Jim Ryan, and honestly, besides his hypocrisy with the Microsoft acquisition, he's a pretty epic gamer, if you ask me. But in all seriousness, yeah, who would have guessed, bro? A company wants more money, so they're gonna put their product on another platform. Shocker.
What, for the PC ports? Oh, yeah.
Are you ready to be a PC master racist?
I'm sorry, what? You want to run that by me one more time?
What, for the PC ports? Oh, yeah.
Are you ready to be a PC master racist?
So now if you play on PC, you are racist, apparently. Okay, I understand that was just probably a really bad joke on his part, but I'm still gonna talk about it.
I don't think that's gonna keep a PlayStation fan locked into an ecosystem. I don't think that's enough. This is what you give us, but you putting everything on PC. It's not enough.
Now, obviously, when he said you're giving us this, he's referring to the PlayStation Stars thing, which, from what I know, that's kind of a copy of Microsoft Rewards, if I'm getting that right. But yeah, again, JTech, you do realize that these games that we're getting now, you guys already got 1 or 2 years ago. You understand that, right? You guys already got this stuff. Imagine if, say, I got a Nerf blaster for Christmas, and then on New Year's Eve, we're going to my friend's house to celebrate, and as a New Year's gift, he got the same Nerf blaster that I did, and it came from my mom as well. Now, if my mom then offered me a cookie afterwards, am I gonna say, oh, Mom, how could you do this? How could you only give me a cookie and him a Nerf blaster? No, because guess what, JTech? You already had that stuff to begin with. It honestly sounds like now you're complaining that you get games before PC players. This logic is something else, man.
Again, I don't really understand a lot of these types of things. I don't really engage in this stuff. That's why it's not a distraction for me. I need PlayStation to stay focused. I need them to bring out games on PS5. I don't own a PC. I'm not a PC primary gamer. So them fucking around and putting PC ports out every fucking month, that's not benefiting me as a console gamer. They're not making money quick enough on PC to benefit me as a console gamer. Literally, I'm just waiting here, watching them focus on PC. There's no, a new level. They're talking about, basic season or whatever.
Yeah, like I already established previously, they have separate studios working on PC ports of games, so I'm sure that the developers of Spider-Man 2, Wolverine, all those games that are coming out, I'm sure they're working as fast as possible. Sony putting PlayStation games on PC is in no way negatively affecting their ability to get them out on PlayStation. In fact, it might benefit them because now they'll have more money to work with.
As far as the PlayStation Stars, this is not a strong enough distraction to make me lose focus in the fact that they're treating PC better than they're treating us. Yes, we're getting 2 of the best graphically games made in this year. Horizon Forbidden West by Guerrilla Games and God of War Ragnarok by Sony Santa Monica. But those 2 fucking games in the past 12 months.
They're not treating PC players better though, dude. They're making us wait at least 5 or 6 months before we get your games. They're treating you guys way better, but now all of a sudden that we get your games like 5 months to 2 years later, that all of a sudden means that they're treating you guys like garbage. Just because I get a toy and then my friend gets that same toy a little while later does not make my toy any less valuable or any less fun. Same with consoles. You can still play those games on your console. They are not being taken away from you. I don't get the issue.
And in response to my original post from last night, he says, I'm glad Sony is starting to smarten up. What, smarten up about making revenue on PC? Well, how does that help you as a gamer immediately? They gave 7 games to PC this year. They gave you fucking 3. Like how is like, bro? Like as a PlayStation fan, like how do you come to the conclusion that this is good for you right now? You won't even see the game that they're making based off of the revenue from PC for 7 fucking years. They make chump change off of PC every fucking year, bro.
Well, if they make chump change off of PC, then why do they keep putting out the ports and why do they keep selling millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars worth? Also, just because somebody likes something does not mean it directly benefits them. Like, you can like something without it benefiting you. Maybe the person was just, happy that, PC players could play the same great games that PlayStation players always could, but PC players couldn't. I'm not a rocket scientist or anything, but something tells me that's a pretty reasonable conclusion to draw.
2 years. If Sony puts games on PC, they're gonna make enough money to make AAA games for us. And in order for that to be true, they would be bringing around $100 million every fucking year from PC, and they wouldn't have to put 7 or 8 games on PC to do something like that. You understand how fucked up the math is? You have to put 7 fucking games on PC in order to make your quota
of 300 million.
You were able to make that fucking money with 1 game on PS4 in a few months. So again, it's not the same. I don't know who put this stupid fucking thought in the heads of PlayStation fans, but you should be ashamed of yourself.
Apparently, you should be ashamed of yourself for having basic common sense. I mean, I guess that makes a lot of sense coming from a fanboy. What am I saying? But JayTech, just because, again, he's twisting this, just because they're putting 7 games on PC this year, that does not mean they need 7 games on PC to get $300 million. By that logic, they have to release like 3 or 4 games on PlayStation this year just to make $300 million. But that's not the case. Maybe they just want hundreds of millions of dollars from each game individually. It's not like they're trying to compensate by putting so many games on PC at once. It just so happens that this year, a lot of their PC ports are ready to go. This is not hard to understand at all. Well, at least for somebody with an above room temperature IQ.
Allow you to have your own opinion, but stay away from me. I am not associated with saying I like games going to PC because they're going to make a lot of money and they're going to make me happy because Sony going to have so much money to bring us a lot of games. They're not bringing us a lot of games based off of what they're doing on PC. That is a fact. By the time that dream becomes a reality, you might not even be gaming no more. So y'all got to stop, bro.
Okay, so them putting games on PC isn't speeding up the process, but it's also not slowing it down, because for the 3rd time now, Sony's own studios, or at least, the studios who developed the game for PlayStation, do not do the PC ports. Again, Insomniac did not do the Spider-Man PC port. Nixxes did. And also, I love how serious he's taking this. Like, I don't want to be associated with that. Get away from me, you freak. Like, this is actually sad to watch. And it just shows his mentality has not changed, because he also said the whole I don't want to be associated with you thing in a video like 4 years ago. This man has not changed at all.
I can't tell you how many PlayStation fans joined arms with PC fans saying this shit is right, this shit is wrong.
But why though? I still don't understand. Why is this wrong? Why is more people being able to play video games such a bad idea to you? I genuinely do not get it. If a PlayStation fanboy is watching this video, please explain it to me in the comments.
They're making money on both. They're not making the same amount. That's the really important thing. It is so stupid to say, oh man, they making money on both. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. They making money on both. It's all right, man. Bro, they have to try 8 times harder to make money on PC. I literally got it. I should have it in front of your face right now. You see it, Truity? They have to put 7 games on PC versus 3 on over here to make the money that you think they making. And then even then, they still not making the same amount of money.
Yeah, they might not make as much on PC, but they're still making money on PC. Are you seriously advocating for them to make less money? And again, just because they're putting more games on PC this year than on PlayStation, that does not mean they are trying to compensate for anything. That just means the games were ready to release this year. It's not some deep thing where it takes 7 PlayStation exclusives on PC to compete with 3 PlayStation exclusives on PlayStation. No, dude, they just want their money.
It also doesn't make PlayStation fans want to support you in the long run because they see that you're not the fucking focal point. They want to be the focus of the attention. They don't want to be forgotten. They brought the $500 system because they thought they were going to be the focus of the attention for Sony. That they were going to get games. Not sit on the sidelines and watch Sony parade around in the PC fucking hat and shirt. That is not why we picked up a PS5. If Sony wants to go third party, they need to make that shit abundantly clear to their gamers.
Well, JTech, if you did any kind of research, which it's abundantly clear at this point that you don't, but whatever. Anyway, most PlayStation gamers don't actually buy the exclusives. Most PlayStation gamers buy the console for games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, Minecraft, etc. Which, funnily enough, you know, Minecraft is owned by Microsoft, but we're not going to get into that. I don't think most PlayStation gamers wanted Sony's constant attention when they bought the console. I think as long as, you know, it gets supported with, like, updates and features and stuff, and it continues to be able to play the newest, biggest games, I think most people are going to be satisfied with that. And once again, stop trying to spin this in a negative way. Like, PlayStation is still getting games, even if PC is also getting those games. But luckily, we only have one more clip left, thank God.
Wanting to put their games on PC, Riot to Sean Lang. Hey, bro, that's okay. They wanted to put their games on PC. Their games are on PC. It defeats the whole purpose of even working for PlayStation. PlayStation has a dedicated piece of hardware. They don't make money off of every PC part that is sold. They don't make money off of every PC that is built. They make money off the software. And they don't make that because most of the value of a PC is the hardware. Once a fucking gamer has invested that much money in the hardware, they don't feel like they have to pay for the software. Some of them pirate most of their software, or they wait for markdowns. That means Sony has to wait on that specific consumer to make the decision to buy that software. Versus how it used to be on consoles, when Sony brings out a hot game, you know that shit getting sold day one, and you know it's about to make a big bank.
I'm sorry, how does a PlayStation game coming to PC defeat the purpose of people working at PlayStation? You do realize the games are still coming to PlayStation, right? Also, I love how he says, oh, they don't make money off of PC hardware sales. Guess what, dude? They don't make money off of PlayStation hardware sales either. They take a loss on every single unit sold. Also, just because a few people pirate their games on PC does not mean Sony should just stop porting the games altogether. altogether. If pirating was that big of an issue, I think they would have stopped by now. And even then, you know, I'm not going to get too into like the whole piracy and like used games thing, but think about it this way. You know, you said, oh, PC gamers will wait for a markdown or something, or they'll pirate it. Guess what, dude? PlayStation gamers will also wait for discounts. Just because they're on a different piece of plastic does not mean they have different economic ideals. People will still wait for discounts on PlayStation, or better yet, think about it this way. If somebody wants to buy a used game, guess what? Sony makes no money from that. Just like how if someone pirates a game on PC, they don't make money from that. But with piracy, at least there's the chance that the person who pirated the game likes it so much that they go and buy a legit copy of the game, versus, you know, if they get a used copy of the game, they're not going to go buy a fresh new copy again. There's no point. They already have an official version of the game. But thank God, guys, we are finally done. We ended up using 35 of the 36 clips that I received. I didn't use one of them because it was talking about like FromSoft and like Monster Hunter, and I didn't really think it added anything. But once again, huge shout out to Silent Knight 234 for sending me all of those clips. Dude, you're an absolute legend. And it's nice to know that people have my back, even if I'm like in school or something like that. Which, I'm sorry guys, that is the reason I haven't been posting much this week, is just because I got swamped with midterms and I had a bunch of essays. So apologies for not uploading much this week, but luckily next week should clear up a little bit, at least towards like the second half of the week. But don't worry, I got more content planned. We're going to cover some older Harmon Smith videos where he tries to trash talk PC gaming. And we got some more PlayStation fanboy stuff coming as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time.